As you can see from the footsteps here, landed virtually on the bit that I'd hiked up before. Let me clear some of these gorse bushes again. It's a few years since we've done the couple of days clearance here. Site maintenance is always a good idea. Keep ahead of the game. And it delights the farmers. Hard work. We'll hopefully get the wing out in a second and get it to do the work up to the top, depending on what the wind's doing here. Going to be a bit blurry because there's still snow on that. So about 30 seconds after this, there's probably about 8 knots of wind. So my guess, and we've got breeze coming in there again. Yep, gorse bushes are moving. So what's likely to happen is there's something popped off on front just as I reached the edge. I was up there about 4 or 5 feet and got the backdraft lull just touched down, and of course as soon as you touch the gorse bushes, pilot slows down, wing went over and then it hit the air. So instead of the wing shooting right down, it actually bundled itself up in mid-air. I haven't done any of that. That's maybe a 10-foot circle. The whole of the wing is within that one area there, just sort of curled over, folded down and in. However, if I'd gone right from the back, it's possible, because I'd have had another 5 knots airspeed, it's possible I would have been able to just keep going fully over. But because it was just 4 or 5 feet up, easing off the brakes there, I was stuffed as soon as I touched the gorse bushes, just for that lull. But it'll only take a minute or so to get out here, back up and launch again. But this is one of the reasons. You can see the ground rises, the gorses, there's a dip and then it rises. It's one of the reasons this is such a there's the wind again, good breeze on my face, a lot of movement on the gorse bushes, but it's one of the reasons it's such a technical takeoff. So in all the years I've been flying here, I've ended up in these gorse bushes maybe 4 or 5 times. And apart from those 4 and 5, I've also been flying here and landed, because it's thermic, stood there with the wings still steady above me and then just vertically up and back off. Right, back up and back up to the top. There we go, less than 5 minutes. Breeze is definitely picking up, and that's the wing gathered up. You can see these are moving a lot now. And get up to the top, launch, and see how soarable that is. Right, get the gloves back on. Okay, now one of the tricks, top side of the wing, got no lines on it. So I used that to bundle everything into the middle of the wing so it didn't snag as you're coming out. Nice bit of breeze up here. Now we'll have clumps of gorse that will have to come out. So I'll do a rough, find a bit of the wing to work with. Check probable twist. Brake part. My favourite, magnetic brake poppers. Always falling off. Duck round for left over right. That's fallen off yet again. Really hate those things. Okay. Let's park the wings upside down. Take it over. Work your way along, find a clean leading edge. Following it all the way along. Make sure there's no line overs. And the wind that I felt just after the wing had collapsed swung round as well, which isn't too bad. Could well be up the main face. Right, loose brake. I think I need the hands free, so get the camera on the gloves. brake tidied up again. You won't spend half your life sorting brakes when you're messing about. Get magnetic poppers. They'll tangle everywhere, they'll fall off when you don't want them to, they'll attach when you do want them to. A few wee clumps of gorse. Ease them out. Check the airspace. Tease it out. Back in again. Shouldn't be any step throughs, but we'll check for that.
So through that's travel through. Also temperatures -2, dew point -5. QH1 001, W's runway 27.
Okay. The wind at Dundee's changed 30 degrees. That's up another 4 or 5 knots here. It's probably about, guessing, probably at least 12 knots at wind. More. Still got more bits of gorse to come out and tangles. Check the airspace, tactile visual audio, check the choir controls. Probable step through, but could just be a snag. We'll assume it's a step through at the moment, because it's right across, is it? Let's check. No, it is just an illusion. Okay, recheck the airspace, got half the wing working. And recheck charge. Okay. Take tension off and most of the north side. And tension off. Seesaw the knotted area. Recheck. Almost there. Check the airspace. Because it gives you that surge and dive that you might have seen there. Definitely feeling soarable up the main face. So that's the way the wing's pointing now, and earlier on that's the way I was launching. About 30-40 degrees change in direction here. Right, gather up the gear. Shut down the camera just now. Right, got the sun dropping down. Breeze has definitely picked up.
12 info, taxi 5, caution the grog, can the stop check, side.
Ooh, got some ice in the gloves. It's still a lot warmer. That was good for the camera. Right, airspace. Nobody top landing. Check the face. Good breeze there. Brakes are hanging loose. Tactile. Visual check. Audio. Tactile. visual check, audio, controls are clean, free running and in the correct hands. Right, acquire, recheck the airspace, mainly the harness, let it settle, get to centre and slide the wing up, backtracking, slow turn. Oh yeah. Now, probably not the best launch option, but I'm going to actually tiptoe all the way to the edge of the gorse. Just go over this bit. Nice wee jump there. Got to be very technical at that. Now this is only because I want to see what the conditions are like here compared with a year or so back, because we've got the big growth of gorse. But when I used to fly here before we cleared all this area, that was about 6 foot high of gorse in front, and you could just take off and go up and over it. Yep, it's feeling quite lifty there, but seeing the lights dropping and all the rest of it, I don't really want to launch over that. So as you can see there, a lot of gorse. So instead of that, we'll launch round to the side, and then if there's lift, you can carve round the slope and up onto the face. So, backtrack and get a lot more airspeed in. Recheck the airspace, check and acquire, not bothering with the brakes at the moment. Airspace is clear, mainly the harness, wee bit A, and off the A, let it settle, backtracking, recheck and surge. Wee bit asymmetry in the launch so I can cut across. So as it's still got a touch more lift there, might be able to get out round that way. We'll see. Checks. Settle, harness and surge. Wait. Take a good check and overhead. Got battery warning coming on. Settle, recheck and surge, mainly the harness. Smooth, slow turn, waiting. Gone soft at the moment, so drop it and free off the controls. The magnetic ones, really got to watch these things. It's also less of a risk on high performance gliders because the brake travel is shorter, so they tend not to be so loose if they do drop off. Okay, controls checked, airspace rechecked. I'm going to shut it down and restart it just in case the battery kills the file. Okay, fresh set of batteries. And put the batteries back in the case, aligned pause neg, showing that they've been used, and the rubber band, instead of being a plus sign, is a minus sign. So when they're live, all the batteries are in line, positive, neg, and it's a plus sign. Handy little trick. Make sure all the pockets are zipped up, nothing can drop out. Get gloves on again. Recheck. Difficult to see with the sun there. Unfortunately the wind turbine's almost perfectly aligned with the sun. I can't really see that. Aim is to get off, see what there is for soarability, and then land at the pickup and head home. Tactile, visual and audio check. Tactile, visual check and free running. Airspace again, acquire the A's but mainly the harness, let it settle, recheck, and bounce, mainly harness going under the wing, dropping the weight rather than burying the brakes. Roll control, oh that's feeling very solid now. Yep. It's definitely picked up nicely. Now see if I can get off. So back on the controls for this. Just want to see if there's lift round this face, because if I can get off round here, it's a little bit marginal. Now gorse bushes just to the left are a bit lower and the slope's steeper, so if you can arrive here with 15 knots ground speed, 20 knots airspeed if it's a 5-knot wind, you're pretty well guaranteed to get off. But if you get one of those lulls when it drops, some nice there's the bird of prey up. And overshooting to stall land, dropping, tip drop, and fluff, clear. It's unfortunate the camera kicked off there, and just to the left of the sun might be able to make out that wind turbine. Nice timing. Yeah, comp wing or not messing about with the camera, definitely soarable up there, but you do have to take off round the side. It wasn't quite enough to guarantee a lift launching straight over the top of the gorses. Magic day. Pack up and home. Cups of tea. Yep, the turbine's showing a lot more north now, so just stopped off on the way back. Have a wee play at the lay-by. Lovely sunset. Right, get the wing out, dump the camera out anyway, got the old Vertex out. Quick play. We've got
oh no. Mummy, you that wind is just